Greetings, one and all, and welcome to another episode of Lands of Aurea. My name is Lako Von Mana. I am your humble dungeon master, and these are my fantabulous players. Say hi, fantabulous players.
What you getting, dude?
Shin, you didn't change your PNG, by the way. I just noticed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay, though. Welcome, everybody, to episode 20. We're 20 episodes in.
Oh my god.
So far. Oh my gosh. Well,
celebrate.
Let's go ahead and get into intros real quick. Let's start bottom to top in the Discord. We'll start with the lovely Hina.
Oh, hello, my name is Hina. I'm a celestial dragon VTuber who does art, and I'm suffering at work, so I'm not streaming right now, but I play Reefle, and she is a Drake Warden tiefling with a dragon named Search. Ta-da.
Hell yeah. Next up, we got Yami.
Yo, what is up? I am Yami Umai. I am taking a little mini break at the moment, but I am indeed a VTuber. And I am playing Akira Neverine, who is a kitsune bard that loves strong, beefy women.
Hell yeah. Next up, we got Shin.
My name is Shinitono. I'm a Demon Lord VTuber, and I play Jonathan Roguey Rogue. And I don't love strong women. I love weak women.
Alright.
That's kind of weird, but alright.
Interesting detail. Next up, we got Mimi.
Hi, I'm Alina Machina. I'm a Cyber Kitty VTuber, and I play Mari, who is a tiny little moth druid. She likes to turn into a wolf and bite people's heads off.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, we got Dancho.
Good day, I'm Dancho Horang, boss of the Golden Tiger Casino, and I play Just in Time, your lovable and absolutely eccentric paladin of the good that is within everyone's heart.
Alrighty. Well, for today's episode, I don't really have any announcements aside from the fact that my main channel, Schuttenbach, is going to be returning to streaming sometime soon in the next few weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And, yeah. That's all I got today. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Lands of Aurea.
Sir.
Righty.
Let's do it.
So, last we left off, our mighty adventurers have been venturing across Favor for a good number of days now, knowing that all 5 of them have been wanted of various crimes, as well as working together to escape from a maximum security prison. There's a bit of a bounty on their heads, varying in price, obviously. Surprisingly, though, our adventurers, despite their hefty bounties, decided that they wanted to take up some bounty hunting on their own. You know, give it a whirl. After their recent run-in with bounty hunters, going after Jonas in particular, the group decided, you know what, let's go to the local bounty board, see what we can find. Let's see if we can make some cash around here, you know, make some good money. And you guys had found a plethora of bounties to look over, and you guys picked one out in particular. That of a Tabaxi necromancer by the name of Night Whisper. The bounty was for 8,000 gold, dead or alive. You guys scoured across Favor, back and forth, looking for any sort of evidence on where this Night Whisper could be. A lot of you guys asked different individuals. Some of you guys did your own watches and just looked for any suspicious persons. And eventually you found enough information to know that Night Whisper, every couple days or so, ventured off into the Royal Cemetery in town in the middle of the night and conducted some experiments. You guys hid in a nearby tomb and happened to spot him making his way down into the catacombs. And you guys followed him for quite some time until finally you found him in the midst of one of his rituals, in which you took your moment and you struck into a rather well thought out plan of taking about, as well as his plethora of skeletons and one of his newer undead creatures. You subdued him very quickly and wiped out all of his undead creatures and had captured him, removing his arcane focus away to prevent him from casting any spells. And your plan was to have Sneaku, your kobold companion, the one person that's not wanted of any crimes at the moment, to turn in the bounty and for you guys to split up the earnings. At this point, you guys had just captured Night Whisper and are now making your way out of the catacombs. And that is the last thing that happened. So,
Tasty.
it's currently a little after midnight. So, you guys at this point are slowly making your way out of the catacombs, out of the, walking up the long staircase up to the surface. And you are free to do whatever you wish. What do you guys want to do?
It's a bit past midnight. Do we know if the bounty building is going to be open at this time?
So I will say, would anybody have done any research on how bounty hunting specifically works in the city?
Nope.
I feel like Akira, if possible, like if that was like an option, he would have like done some snooping. Since he was the one that brought the whole thing up with the group.
Okay, then I'd like you to go ahead and just roll me a straight up intelligence check, just to see how much information you might have gained in the time. Okay, 18, not bad. So I would say, for turning in this bounty, there are numerous guard towers that are scattered about the city. These are what the towers that the guards use to sort of keep watch on the city, you know, keeping a nice bird's eye view on everything. And naturally, these towers are designed to be able to have their own like barracks and things like that, as well as their own holding cells. And so you would have learned that your best bet would be to deliver the bounty to any local guards, for them to commandeer the individual, and then once the individual has been finally processed into a local city, prison, not city, then money would arrive on your doorstep. Basically, whoever was the one responsible.
All right. Well, Akira is going to look over at the rest of the party, and he is going to, with a wide smile, say, all right, well, how about we see about turning in this old fella to the guard tower?
I got a little question though. So, we bring in this guy, but he's seen our faces. He knows who we are, basically. He tells us that we are the ones that took him in, although we have a bounty ourselves. Isn't that gonna kind of be a problem?
I mean, you wouldn't do that, will you? And Akira looks at the the cat.
What, you think I'm gonna rat you guys out?
I mean,
We're ratting you out, so...
Well, I mean, that's different. You're doing it legally. If I ratted you guys out, then yeah, that's it's a heck of a record on my end.
Question, is he still in Mari's mouth as a wolf? Because we left off with it that way.
Sure, why not?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume that you won't rat us out, because if I had that inclination, I would just have Mari snap her jaws and break your spine.
She's gonna like apply pressure.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna fucking say nothing, alright? You know what they do to rats in prison? Not good things.
Akira smiles and...
Quite the contrary. They treated us quite well in prison.
Huh?
Did they? Just
Yes, I've learned each of the guards' names and their lads. You see, Jerry was on his way to get wed right before the incidents all happened. Poor individual, poor man.
Yeah, he's quite dead now, isn't he?
There's a look on Justice's face like, oh shit.
Akira waves a hand and he looks towards the exit and he says, I'm not too worried about him ratting us out, Jonas. Honestly, if he thinks about it, I feel as if sneaking in and taking care of the loose end wouldn't be too hard for people of our skill. Let's just get him out of our hair as soon as possible because, quite honestly, he smells like dead bodies and it's quite unattractive.
Okay.
Akira's
We shall do that.
gonna exit the tomb, the crypt.
The dungeon.
All right, yeah, you guys make your way out of the catacombs, and you find yourselves within the yard of the cemetery.
All right. Well,
So what's the plan with this guy?
Sneaku.
Yeah.
Sneaku's the plan. Sneaku, do me a favor, okay?
Okay.
See if you can drag this cat behind you. And Akira gestures for Mari to let him go.
She drops him without warning.
He clubs to the ground. Ow, ow, my hip. Ugh. He like slowly
see
gets
if you
himself.
can-
He gets up and like kind of brushes himself off.
Wait, hold on. Did we not tie his hands together?
No, he was
Yeah,
tied
I
up.
did.
Oh, okay, okay.
He tries to
Um,
brush himself off. He does the best he can.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't remember. Now, Sneaku,
Uh
how strong would you say you are?
huh. Not too strong.
Not too strong. All right. Okay. How about this, right? Mari,
She like nods her head.
you for tonight are gonna be Sneaku's war dog. How do you feel about that?
She kind of like quirks her head to the side. She can't really say much.
I'm gonna take that as an affirmation of consent. All right.
She shakes her head.
Okay, I don't understand dog language, so I'm gonna go with yes. Sneaku,
She's just out of her wild shape. How do you expect me to be a guard dog? I can only keep this form for like 2 hours max.
we can sprint to the guard tower.
Sure. And when the town sees an entirely too large direwolf, what do you expect will happen then?
Sure, you are quite large.
You're a bounty hunter. You're familiar of Sneaku, so
No official documents to prove that, but
I mean, okay, so what if you what animal would be something that a kobold could reasonably have tamed in the wild that could quite possibly carry this here bounty?
a frog. A big
a
frog.
horse maybe?
Oh, a horse could work.
I think personally of a wolf would be fine.
Did you not just a horse? A horse would make more sense. Thank you.
But,
People, travel to and fro with horses. Am I correct?
can you turn into a really big snake? I'm just curious. I'm not asking you to. I'm just. I like snakes.
You like snakes.
Yeah, they're quite nice.
I can indeed turn into a snake. Yes.
Okay. Turn into a snake.
I don't think I'm going to appease your curiosity right now. I think we've got something more important at hand, and I think being a horse could solve our problems. She can put put the cat on my ass and ride me, no pun
Oh,
intended, into town.
Alrighty, a bit boring, but you know, it is what
What
it
do you
is.
expect I do as a snake?
A slither.
Would that please you? I'm not sure how that would help us.
Sneaky, do you
just
feel
like
as if
step away.
Sneaky, do you feel as if you could tame a snake if you put your mind to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jonas, you're from here. Do you feel like it would be normal to have a giant snake, parading its way through town?
I like put my hands up and I say, that doesn't
Justin,
say my problem.
What about you?
I see why not.
Okay, Justin. I vote horse.
Okay, you know, your body, your decision, right?
Yes, very pro-choice of you. Thank you.
Okay. Akira's gonna pick up the cat by the back of his cloak and robes. All right, well, let's go, Spirit. Let's see it.
She kind of like scowls and like rolls her eyes, and then she shifts into a horse.
Look, I'm actually trying to do this with Justin, right? Like, I want him to try to remember the most common animals that he's actually seen in the Fortunata.
Okay, that would be... I'll say... roll a history check with advantage.
Gotcha.
You
Thank
did
you
grow
for
up here,
history.
so...
Oh, wow.
That's so ass.
9. Okay,
Bro.
I'll say...
Can I at least know which one is like not the most like seen? Like most uncommon.
I'll give you one animal. I'll give you one commonly used animal.
Okay.
I'll say even with a 9, you'd be able to remember that although horses are somewhat common in this area, the most common animal for like cargo transportation is actually camels.
What the fuck?
Camels.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have Justin
It's
just
a warm
blurt out of
climate.
nowhere, just like I'm gonna have him just out of nowhere, just kind of splurt out, camels.
She's already a warhorse. Oh man, that was a bit late.
Akira looks at Justin when he says that, and like his face is just so bewildered. And then he shakes his head and tosses the cat onto the back of Mari.
No one's even gonna question it.
It's honestly expected at this point. All right, Sneaku, up and at him. And Akira bends down to pick Sneaku up beneath their armpits.
All right, sorry, who are you picking up?
Sneaku.
Oh, you just started picking up Ziggy. She's like, okay.
Yeah. He's gonna sit Sneaku down on Mari's back, like right behind the neck.
Where is he putting Sneaku? He put the cat on the back.
Yeah, like on the
Okay,
bum.
she hits him in the fucking knee.
Akira on the knee?
Yeah. If he's behind her, she got frightened. Sorry, my bad, bro.
Wait, she's a horse.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh.
Gonna fucking give him a concussion.
Alrighty.
Here, let me pull up some horse stats and
I have them.
What the
you have the
fuck?
horse stats. All right, what is the
Just raising my
the
eyebrow.
hit for a horse?
It's let me see. Let me scroll down.
Who else against
It's it's six to hit. And 11. It's 11, aka 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right, we're rolling attack first.
Yeah, I mean I can't do it from here, from the page.
If you have D&D Beyond open, you should be able to roll from there.
Really?
Yeah, just click on the shit.
You could also just use the roll 20 dice roller as well. Just do 1d20 plus 6. Just do
Okay.
it that way.
Yeah.
Way easier. I can't type in the chat. All right, bro. Let me refresh my page.
All this just to kick Akira in the fucking knee. What did he do?
Why
to you?
not?
Akira uses cutting words.
Is it exclamation point roll or is it backslash roll?
I think it's slash.
It's slash R. It's slash
Oh,
R
okay.
space 1d 20 plus 6.
Do I have to space it?
Yeah, slash R space 1d 20 plus 6.
23 to hit.
Akira uses cutting words.
Brother,
Roll a D6.
how? You wouldn't even know I'm doing
it's a
anything.
reaction. It's a reaction. It
Fuck
doesn't
you.
matter.
Roll a d6. Where's the d8 now?
D8 actually.
18 to
It's
hit.
a 5.
It still hits me.
Oh, bro, wait,
Use it
what can I
again.
see?
All right, damage is 2d4 plus 4, according to my stats.
God.
2d6 plus 4.
Is it 2d6? Mine says
Yeah.
2d4. I opened up the
Don't
monster
break his
manual.
So,
goddamn
war
shins.
horse.
strong.
Oh, you did a war horse. I did draft horse. Okay. Those
How
are
the fuck is she a
different
war
things.
horse to take cargo?
Because she's a fucking they're bounty hunters. You think they're gonna go on a regular horse?
Yes.
No.
You know, I respect that.
13.
13.
Damn.
13 bludgeoning damage. See, Akira, you put Sneaku on top, and like you carefully back away, trying to make sure that Sneaku is like holding on properly. And as you're like doing so, you don't even get a chance to see the hooves come up into the air and just slamming you right in the face, and your head hits the concrete faster than you realize what just happened.
She neighs.
Akira?
Reeful's clapping.
I'll save you.
Oh.
He's gonna run to Yami and then perform lay on hands.
Okay.
Akira's like on the ground with like tears rolling down his face.
How much damage do you take again?
13.
13. All right, he's gonna recover 10.
What the hell's
Okay.
going on?
Are
Akira,
you okay? What happened, dear friend Akira?
honestly, I don't know. I feel like a very bitchy horse just kicked me in the face. I'm not
She,
too
like-
sure.
Neighs and like blows steam out of her nose.
You mean our horse friend who is Mari underneath the horse exterior?
I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Akira sits up, rubs the hoof print off of his face. He you can see his fingers twitch as if he wants to use a spell, but then he calms down, breathes, and he says, "All right, how about we go to the guard tower before it gets too early in the morning, right?"
I'm gonna say Reefle,
Mari just-
as this is all going on, Reefle, you kind of glance over at Night Whisper, because you got a pretty good passive perception. Night Whisper's barely holding it together. He's like trying to keep in a laugh. He's got that look on his face where like he wants to laugh, but he knows that might risk his life, so he's trying to hold it together.
Oh my god, this guy's gonna think
Chill
we're a
out with this
joke.
one.
Oh my god.
Wait, I got another question.
Yes.
And I kind of well, it's just that I'm saying that like in the thing. And I kind of rub my chin and I'm like, does Sneeko know what she's going to do, or?
Sneaky's a fast learner. I figured I'd just explain it as we make our way over.
I feel like they're gonna question her when she's there. Like, who brings in an $8,000 bounty by themselves? You know?
I mean, they
I'm just-
could, but honestly, all Sneaky, listen, if they ask you how you did it, just say that you used your trusty dagger and that you're just very fast and strong. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And you, and Akira looks at the guy on the back of the horse who's barely keeping in his laughter. He says, and I expect you to go along with Sniku's little story, right?
Yeah. I'll keep it together.
Can I
We're
roll
expecting a lot.
perception insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay.
I don't trust
I
this.
can't get over
14.
it.
14.
She actually left the horse.
He's a bit hard to read, unfortunately. He's
Oh.
it's hard to tell what he's thinking right now.
Could I roll it? I want to know.
I'll say
He's
you
on my
roll.
back. I'm about to kick his
Yeah,
ass off.
you roll with disadvantage because he's on your back and you can't see him right now.
What a fucking asshole.
I mean, how you want? You're the horse. What the fuck? Like, what are you expecting?
15,
Whatever.
yeah, 15, same result, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm in. What's it called? I just don't trust this. But if we will see, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the way I see it is if it all goes to hell, then at least I'll get a little bit of, hair-raising excitement before I die. Actually, no. We're not gonna die. We're gonna kill the gods if they dare attack us, right? I mean,
No.
He looks at Justin and holds up a hand. We're going to explain calmly why we are not the bad guys, right?
Absolutely. We are under the righteousness of Helm. Never shall we falter within the corruption of darkness.
One of Mari's hooves is slowly like inching up in the direction of Justin. Just in case.
I just want this to be clear that Justin, after seeing what happened to Akira, has specifically moved to the side of and refill with him.
Just is like, nah, I know
Grumpy
better.
and prisoner. Like
Okay.
he's been doing this the entire time, so just so you know.
So Sniku, you're going to ride to the guardhouse. We're going to be a fair distance behind you. You're going to ride up, knock on the door, say that you have detained the Night Whisperer and that you're there for the bounty. If they ask you how you did it, you say that you are just very fast. And the Night Whisperer is going to go along with it. We will be outside, a fair distance away, so don't feel scared or nervous. I believe in you.
Okay, so tell him I contained the Night Mister because I'm really fast.
You didn't tame him. You beat him in fair combat.
I facepalm very loudly.
Okay, I beat
They're
him in
not-
fair
they're
combat.
not.
Got it.
Yes. Now hold my hand for a second. And Akira holds Sniku's little scaly hand, and he says, "You are very strong and fast. You beat this kitten's ass. Now go touch grass and get us that bag." And he gives Sniku bardic inspiration.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
Oh, work
All right.
on your
Oh,
rhyming ability.
Just in case, as a bonus action, Justin wants to give Sniku Emissary of Peace.
Ooh,
Which will-
okay.
Grant her +5 to her persuasion if she needs it.
All right, sounds
But
good.
you know when it's time for the
Yeah, I'll
this is
say
only 10 minutes
I'll say you activate this like right as you guys are like arriving to the guard tower.
yes.
Good.
All right.
Akira moves to the side of Mari and then smacks the horse really hard on the ass to get it to move. And then
She's gonna kick you
jogs
again.
away. He jogs
Oh, you fucking. Okay. Mari neighs and leaves. She gallops away.
Look, can I know something just as my my character? If he would know if there's like a lot of kobolds that live within Fortunata?
I'll say There are not a lot of kobolds that are native here. A lot of kobold and a lot of people that are draconic ancestry are usually from Gwyn, which is the other continent in Aurea. However, it's not super uncommon. Like it's not like unusual. It's not very common.
Perhaps we could use that to our advantage. The fact that there's not too many, we can make up bullshit.
Right, yeah. Akira like vocally leads everybody to the nearest guard tower.
All right.
Aye, Captain.
All right, so you guys all make your way over to one of the nearby guard towers. I'll say we'll use Mari's token this time, since Mari is the horse. So you guys will make your way roughly around here, around this area, in the Copper Ward. You see one of the big guard towers off in the distance. There's a bunch of guards stationed at the top of the tower. There's probably about 4 of them, all manned with look to be crossbows, and they're kind of just like watching the streets. There's also a few guards stationed outside of the main entrance of the tower as well.
All right. As they approach, Akira like slows down beside Mari and Sneaku, and he whispers to Sneaku, "You got this. Just remember the plan, and we will be outside in this near alleyway. Okay?"
Okay.
You can do it by the power of Helm. And, persuasion.
All right.
Just don't get yourself killed.
You activate your channel divinity, your emissary of peace goes off, and Sneaku feels much more confident now. He says, "Okay, I'll do my best." And
For Helm.
yeah, for Helm.
Mari, if anything goes wrong, you know what to do, right?
She looks back at him and nods her horse head.
Alrighty. Akira gives them both a peace sign. He ruffles the head of the cat, and he takes a few steps backwards into the shady alleyway.
Wait, cat?
Yeah,
Oh, the necro. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys sort of hide somewhere nearby the guard tower, try not to get spotted or anything. Mari, you with Sneaku and Night Whisper on your backs, make your way over to the tower. And Sneaku kind of waves over to the guard and says, "Hi, Mr. Guard, I caught a guy."
You're so cute.
And then the two guards, not wearing, these are just like regular guardsmen. They're not armed like to the teeth or anything. They have like some basic spears, basic tan tabards with red trimming. Kind of like give each other like a glance, and they like approach. And this is, "So excuse me, you say you caught a guy?" She said, "Yeah, I'm a bounty hunter. This is Night Mister. He has a bounty. I'm here to turn it in." And she like takes out the bounty letter and like hands it to the guard. And the guard takes it, like opens it, and like looks up at Night Whisper, looks down at it. "Huh. All right, well, that's convenient. Sounds good. What's your name, miss?" "My name's Sneaku. I'm a bounty hunter." "Right, all right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take him off your hands. Off the horse, mister." And the Night Whisper very hesitantly kind of hops off the horse, in which the two guards come over and they like undo the binds that you guys had sort of tied around his wrists, and they properly put on some like iron manacles behind his back. "All right, mister, we're gonna go ahead and get you processed. Don't make any sudden movements, and you'll be in some, well, not safe hands, but different hands." All right, and one of the guards like takes him inside the tower, and they go into like a little basement area. It looks like the tower, like from a glance, is like for him to have like a spiral staircase sort of thing going all the way up the whole tower. And so they go like underground a little bit to what you assume would be like one of the holding areas. And the other guard that stays at his post says, all right, Miss Sneaku, thank you for this. Are you one of the registered bounty hunters? And she just looks at him and she's like, nope. And he was like, alrighty. Good to know. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Where's your place of residence? Do you have one in town, or do you have an inn you're staying at? She says, I think I was staying at Ditch Cross. Yeah, it's a couple blocks down to the north. She says, alrighty, that we can do. Give us about a day or so to get this fella processed, and we'll go ahead and mail that bounty to you directly. You'll be running into one of our folks. If you've done this sort of thing before, then you're already familiar with the practices. We'll deliver the gold to you firsthand to make sure no one, snags it on the way. And then that'll be it. We'll get them all processed. We'll get your money, and go free to do what else you bounty hunters do. Go after your next job. That kind of stuff. She nods her head the whole time. Okay, sounds good. And he says, all right, well, that's about it. You're free to go. Thank you for your patronage. Appreciate it. She says, it was my pleasure. Come on, Mario, let's go.
Mari starts fucking galloping away with Sniku's fucking head in her mouth.
What? What?
And she shits on the floor along the way. Normal horse things. She was just scared. She heard her name.
Okay. So I'll say for the rest of the group, there's about 3 or 4 minutes go by of just silence, and then you hear the sound of galloping nearby, and then you see Mari turning the corner with Sneaku in her mouth, Sneaku screaming, ah! just the top of her lungs. Just freaking out. She was not expecting this.
I don't think any of us were.
What the bloody? What's going on?
Shimari drops Sneaku very gently and licks the back of her head, and then she shifts back into herself. Well, someone might have mentioned my name as she was in front of the guard, so I had to make a quick break for it.
Is that a common horse behavior?
Why is that a question you're asking? I'm not a horse. I'm just assuming that they're not going to think anything of it, and if they do, they're not going to run after us in the same trail of shit that I left, because I did defecate on the road.
Justin looks at Akira, concerned.
Wait, did you pooped?
I defecated on the way here, all the way, so that way way they wouldn't follow and get their boots dirty. But I'm kind of hungry now.
Wouldn't the shit stain still be on your ass cheeks when you shift it into your?
No, that's not how it works. And as a horse, right it just kind of shoots out. I don't really know if I want to explain how horses defecate.
Okay, I mean when I'm in my fox form, I shit from my ass as well.
Anyways, so can we go back?
Mari daps him up. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys all notice as you're having this conversation, Sniku's eyes actually begin to well up a little bit, and she's, did I do something wrong?
Oh.
Sneaku, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You made a little, maybe large mistake, but
I did.
But mistakes are made, and you're not, going to be punished for it or anything. It's just we have to make sure that we cover our tracks. Okay?
With poop?
Sometimes with poop. See, I led the track. You know how I went to an alternative route? I didn't come straight here. I led the poop to a specific inn that wasn't ours, and then I continued to run over here. So maybe if they do chase us, they go to the wrong inn. I'm not quite sure how the fuck their brains work, okay?
Okay.
But we when I say cover our tracks, I mean we don't give out our real names or shout them or anything like that. Okay, you can. You don't have a bounty.
But I told them
the
my
rest
name
of
was
us do.
Sneaku. It was that bad?
No. You're fine. You've got a clean record, right? Right.
Yeah?
So then you're good. You're good. No issues there. Just us, kind of can't do that.
Wait, was the issue that Sneaky said Mari?
Yes.
I mean, you're just a horse.
Yes, I mean, except here's the thing: when you scream Mari and there's a warhorse, we don't know how common they are here, and the wanted poster, I'm assuming, says that I'm a druid. I think people who are smart enough can put 2 and 2 together. Especially if we were last seen here, we just got in a battle with like bounty hunters not too long ago. I don't know if you remember that. It's just better to be safe than sorry.
Dude's always paranoid.
I
Just
suppose
hand
so.
The money?
Justin did the same thing. What we did with the animal. Can you see how common the name of like something like Mari would be? Or uncommon?
It's not too common. It's a name. There's a lot of. It's not an elvish name, and you know for a fact that elves are like what makes up the most of the population. At least
Right.
at least in like the districts where you grew up in, and so Mari is not an elvish name. If it would be, it would be like an abbreviation of one. So yeah, not too common.
Hmm.
But it's not like
He's
super
gonna-
rare either.
Okay, Justin's just gonna say, I don't believe there's too much to be too concerned about, my dear friend Mari. It may not be a common name, but I am sure no one will think twice about a horse named Mari.
Right. Well, me personally, I don't really want to stay in an alleyway until 6 a.m. So how about we head back to the inn, get some food, and then we get a nice little sleep. We got a pretty busy tomorrow, because I believe that's when Kale will be getting back to us, quite possibly. So should probably head back.
Wait, but what do we do now, though, with bounty?
Oh, okay. So sorry. Snake You gave them her name and where we are staying. Which, by the way, we should probably move locations and leave Sneak You there, but be close enough to like watch, in case they do come searching. I'm not quite sure again how they work. But they said they'd be sending one of their guys, she puts in quotations, over to Sneak You to give her payment within the next 24 hours, if I remember correctly. Is that right, Sneak You?
Yeah, you said they were gonna drop the money off tomorrow, personally.
Yeah, that's fine. You just collect the money when they drop it off. So tomorrow you can just stay at the inn and just eat a lot of food, enjoy your day, collect the gold, and take it up to the room when they bring it to you. Okay? You get a vacation day for doing such a good job tonight.
Okay.
Alrighty. Akira gives Niku a pat on the head and a smile, and jauntily starts making his way back to the tavern.
Let's go.
A little kick in his step. It was a job well done.
All right. So you guys all make your way back over towards the inn, Ditch Cross, which you guys have been staying in. And yeah, you guys go back over there. You go to your respective rooms. You hunker down for the night, and you get some good rest because it is pretty late. It's like 1, 2 in the morning at the moment. So yeah.
That's late.
In medieval times where there's no electricity, yes.
Pitch dark.
When night falls, you go to bed. That's how it worked back then.
Apparently,
What's
he's
he
not a
gonna-
necromancer.
You're gonna be up with a fucking lantern in the
Yeah,
pitch
basically.
blackness. There's no street lights, bro.
Yeah, magical
Like
streetlights
jumps.
are a little expensive, so. But yeah, so you guys make your way back to Ditch Cross. You go back into your respective rooms, and you go get some good rest. Is there anything anybody would like to do before you guys go off to bed?
Yes, I personally want.
All right, what would you like to do?
I still have that journal. I think I actually want to go ahead and read through it. Night. My father. I don't know if you have, or I should do anything with it right now.
Let's see here.
And if not, we can just do it the next time, so that you're prepared for whatever.
No, I can. So I actually do have details still of things that are in your journal. So you're saying you want to read through the journal and see what's in it?
Yeah, I want to, because I haven't done that for a long
Okay,
time.
sounds good. All right, so I'll say like you guys all kind of go off to bed, and as you do so, you kind of just take an hour or so, just reading through your father's journal. And I'll go ahead and read off a basic synopsis of what it is, because there's a lot of like, there's a lot of entries that cover a lot of time. So if I remember correctly, I think you did read a couple of the first entrances or entries of the journal, and like went into detail of your father Amitai meeting your mother for the first time. And as you read more of the journal entries, they get a little more sporadic. At first, they're daily, and then soon enough they become weekly, and then some entries are like months apart. It seems like as time goes on, your father gets a little more busy, and a lot of the entries cover certain things that he's investigating in, since he was part of the Royal Guard, but his main primary task was he was basically a detective. And so he would hunt down like the most wanted in the city, things like that. And he would also look into details inside the Fortunata's own government and try to root out any sort of corruption. And you read some of the entries here. And some of the entries towards the end of the journal are the ones that like kind of really interest you, because a lot of those entries were written in times when you were very young, and so a lot of the I say the last 3 or 4 entries in the journal, Amitai, your father, goes into detail regarding the recent disappearance of the former Duke of House Athema, an elven man by the name of Aor. And also goes into detail of the rise of Lord Omello in Aor's place. You know Omello a little too well. Amitai states that he's getting close to something concrete. He goes into detail that he's opening up an investigation on Omello, as he deems the recent disappearance very disturbing and very suspicious. But he needed more evidence in order to prove anything to the Imperial Council. The last entry that was written in the journal that goes into detail about this was written the day your mother and father were killed.
Okay. I'll just like close it there then, and then.
I'll also say
Because that's like a. Okay.
there's another passage that also sticks out to you. The third to last passage. There's a small little detail that you catch, because you saw your name for a second. And the passage details and saying, me and Phoenicia, Phoenicia being your mother, bought a ring recently. And they were planning on giving it to you on your 100th birthday. You would know through context that they never got the time to give it to you.
Is that the ring that I got from the safe?
One can only
Can I like
assume.
pull it out?
Yeah,
no,
you still
it's-
have the ring. I don't believe you put it on at any point, have you?
No, I put it like in my pouch, inside of my armory. Can I just like look at it and just kind of inspect it as it has the book in my other hand and see just kind of like look at it, nothing much else.
Yeah.
Gonna see if there's
so
like anything engraved or
the ring
anything like that.
itself is it looks to be a nice bronze ring with a purplish opal looking signet gemstone embedded in the top of it. Rather nice quality looking ring, and on the inside of the band you see engraved in Elvish to Jonas.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna whisper. Well, I just wanna get what's your name again? Motherfucker, Yami. What's your character's name again?
Okay.
Oh, I kind of just wanna like.
20
I just wanna like
episodes.
sit up, sit up, and then like be like, can you come over here, real quick?
Akira's eyes opened from where he was meditating, and he like arches an eyebrow, but stands up and moves over to Jonas. Yeah, what's the issue?
I'm assuming you've seen a lot of gems in your life, and you've seen a lot of jewelry and stuff like that, and magical things, right?
Things of that nature, yes.
I kind of like brush over this ring, and I like hold it like in front of him. Does this, like, is there anything special about this?
What would I roll for that, Loco?
You can either roll an Arcana check, or if you have Detect Magic or Identify, you could cast either of those spells. That could also help.
Okay, I'll cast Detect Magic first on it.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. As your vision shifts a little bit, all the other details around you begin to fade, and anything that would be magical begins to glow with a mighty blue hue to it. The ring is indeed
Ooh.
glowing.
Akira's eyes sort of like sparkle in interest, and he carefully moves his eye closer to the ring. As he speaks to Jonas, he says, "Well, I'm not too sure where you got the ring from. I'm assuming your house, right?"
Yeah, this was in my father's safe when I got it.
Well, whatever it is indeed magical. Do you mind if I? He like holds out a hand to examine it like closer.
Yeah, I lay it on his hand. There's nothing else you like particularly, like nothing particularly happened when you looked at it.
I mean, it's glowing. Let me see if I can sort of discern what type of enchantment is on it.
Yeah, I lay it on his hand. Just
Is
watch her.
it Arcana?
Oops, say again?
Is it Arcana to sort of like see what type of enchantment is on the ring?
I
that I
think
know
that would
it's
actually
magic.
go along with Detect Magic. So I'd say there is no particular school of magic that is assigned to this ring. Though I will say from the Detect Magic, there is some sort of... The closest thing I could get to it is Abjuration Magic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is. So.
It's like
Protection
barriers,
magic.
shields. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Akira gives Jonas the shield, the ring back, and he says, "I am not 100% certain. I would have to, I believe, identify it over longer time. But I will say that whatever is in the ring, it is protective, I feel, in nature. So if you decided to wear it, then it'll most likely only be positive for you in the future.
Okay, I kind of raise my eyebrow and I hand out my hand to like get the ring from you.
Oh yeah, I'll give it back to you.
Oh, okay, and I put it on my finger and I kind of just like hold my hand in front of me.
Okay. You put on the ring, and by doing so, you begin the attunement process. And after a few moments, you begin to connect yourself with the magical item. I'm going to be DMing you what this item is.
Okay.
Let's see, there you are. Go ahead and add into your inventory a ring of mind shielding. And if you want, I can read it aloud to the rest of the group what it does, if you'd like.
Tell us.
Hold on. Let me read this real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Nice little ring.
Yeah.
Shit, if you would have described what it looked like, you know. And then
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. That is very interesting.
Oh,
No,
he's
I'll
happy.
keep that information to myself.
Wow, this bit.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
All right, but
This
yeah,
is
you...
a item that's in like D&D. Yeah.
Yep, this is a standard D&D item.
Okay.
And by standard, I mean like not homebrew, like it's official. That's what I meant. But yeah. So by attuning to the ring, you now
Holy fuck.
you now learn of its capabilities, and you now know what it does.
I just like kind of like put like a kind of small grin and I kind of like nod my hand, like nod my my head, thinking, "Oh, okay, I see now."
Alrighty. Well.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I thought,
just
actually.
clarifying that a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Interesting.
I'm happy that you I could help you figure out what your ring does. I'm
Yeah,
assuming it's your father's, right?
Yeah, my name was engraved in it, saying to Jonas. So
Well, that's
it has a
sweet.
purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to go back to my runic studies. You have a good meditation.
Well, thank you.
Akira is going to go back to what he was doing.
Also, to remind myself, who disappeared from House of Thema?
It was
Before,
a man by the name of Aor. He was the previous Duke before Lord O'Mello took power. I'll type his name in the Roll20 chat. There it is. Lord Aor.
Okay. Lord A. Previous Duke of House Athena. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, House Athena. Yeah. Alrighty, that's all good. I close the book at that take because I think I have learned a lot that I need to learn, and I go and meditate.
All right. You close the book, set it aside, and you begin your evening trance. And I'll say we'll go ahead and skip up ahead a little bit, and you guys all get your long rest. So any of your abilities go ahead and reset. Your health goes back to full. All that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Real
Is
quick,
now- yep.
I wanted Akira to be studying the same like runes that he had wrote down and put in a notebook from before.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I could like retry those checks again.
Yeah, I think this was what, 2 sessions ago we did this?
Yeah, it was a couple of
I think it was
sessions back.
Arcana check. Go ahead and do an Arcana check. The DC is going to be very high.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, not bad. You begin studying the runes again, and you start learning a little bit more about the runes on what kind of spell this would be. Now, remind me, where did you find the runes again? Just for context for everybody.
The marble on the necklace of those assassins, they had a fireball rune on the marble, and he had basically copied down the exact array on the marble on a notebook piece of paper to study in his own time.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'll say, if you didn't already know what the runes were for, I'll go ahead and tell you with the 21. The runes were for a specific spell known as Disintegration. I think you already knew that, though.
Oh no, that was on the back of his teeth. I knew
Yes.
that one. But Akira was trying to sort of reverse engineer the fireball rune on the
Oh,
necklace.
you were trying to do the fireball ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So the fireball
I think disintegration
ones...
is a bit above my pay grade.
Yeah. Alright. I will say with the 21, you understand a little bit more of how the necklace of the fireball worked. Do you still have the bead with you?
I used it.
I gave it to Jonas.
Okay. So that would raise the DC a little bit for this one. All right. I thought we were doing the disintegration rune.
You still have the staff in the book. Don't forget that too.
Oh yeah.
I will say, yeah, with the 21, you learn a bit more of how the necklace works. And I will say you learn enough where if you wanted to, you would be able, if you had enough currency and enough materials, you could possibly recreate the magical item.
Okay.
It'll take time though, because magic item creation takes a while. I'll say, let me double check my notes here. Let's see here. Let's see. Magic items. Downtime activities. Almost there. There it is. Okay, so a necklace of fireball is a rare magic item, if I remember correctly. In order to create this item, let me see here. Where's the other details here? Why doesn't it say here?
He's about to become deadly.
Why isn't it? Ooh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong rules. Hold on. I forgot that Xanathar's guide changed some things around. Sorry for the hold up.
No, it's okay. Akira has a burgeoning interest in rune crafting.
Yeah. Better make rooms and sell them.
Gonna make a fucking store.
You honestly could, to be honest.
There we go. Okay. So I'll say with a 21, what this does is that this will basically give you the recipe to create a necklace of fireballs if you'd like. You know, because one needs to learn how to make a magic item in order to make it. And because this is a rare magical item, I would say for this item in particular, it would cost about 2,000 gold in materials to make this item. And it will take you alone 10 work weeks to craft. If you had help, you
Jesus
could cut that
Christ.
down. But yeah, magic item creation takes a while. That's just for a rare magic item. If you're looking for like the legendary
Shit.
items and shit, yeah, no, that gets worse.
Okay.
For context, if you wanted to make something like a Vorpal sword, which is like a legendary item, that's 100,000 gold in materials and 50 work weeks. Literally, you have to take a year by yourself to make this item.
Okay. If Sneaky was my helper, how can I cut that down?
So for each individual helping in the creation, it would cut down, it would basically divide the work between the two of you. So if both of you were spending that time to work on the item, it would be 5 work weeks instead of 10.
That's
Okay.
so long, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. I
Yeah.
think I have an idea.
There's a
on what
reason
I
why
need to
magic
do.
item creation is a downtime activity.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I will. The people that help me, do they need to be have specific stats, or do they just need to be like willing to assist me? in
I'd
the
say
endeavor?
at least one person making the item has to like know what they're doing. And I'd say because
Okay.
of this check, you gain the ability to be like, okay, I think I know what I need to do in order to make this item.
Okay, and you're saying that every person that helps divides it by the person, right?
Yes. I will also
Okay.
add, this is not a rule that is official, but this is a rule that I've used in the past. If you want to speed up the process by a lot, what I can do is we can do what I like to call speed crafting, which basically is we cut down the time to make these items by a lot. And basically, let's say if you want to craft an item for 10 work weeks, if you and like 2 other individuals want to work together and just speed run it, I could say you guys could possibly craft it in 1 work week, but there's a chance that the item could fail. Which means
Okay.
basically it would work the way I've seen some resurrection rules would work, where everybody there's like a certain DC for an Arcana check that you would have to pass, and the DC would be set at something like 20, but everyone that's helping craft this item would have to roll an individual check to see if they can help lower the DC. So, and
Okay.
that would have to be something that you guys would do to like help make it. So let's say, Akira, you're making the item with Sneaku and Reefel, just for an example, right? So the 3 of you would all pick skill checks to roll for this, and it would have to be something that would help making the item. So Akira, let's say that you're the one in charge of the research, so you'd be like, all right, I'm going to roll an Arcana check. This is what I'm going to be doing to speed this process up. So you'd roll that check. If it is high, if it's like at least a 15, it passes. If it's a higher than a 20, then sorry, let me rewind that. So let's say DC 15 would be like the average. So if you roll a 15, that's a pass, which means you lower the DC by 2. If you roll 5 more than the DC, so like 20 or above, you'd probably cut it down by, I think it was by 3 instead. And if you roll like a 25 or higher, it's you lower the DC by 4. Obviously, if you don't roll higher than a 15, you don't lower it at all, and that just stays the same. So whoever's helping you make this item, everybody gets their own chances of doing something. But to spice things up, you cannot pick something that a skill that somebody else has already used, or else the roll will be at disadvantage. So you can't have 2 people doing research. So let's say Sneaku is not a research type, so maybe she's doing a lot of the detail work. Like maybe she's like, because it's a necklace, she would, work on like spinning all the individual pieces together. So she would roll a sleight of hand check. And so that is what I would do for a speed crafting thing. And for speed crafting, what I would define as speed crafting is cutting down the work weeks by 10. So instead of 10 work weeks, if you have it like at least 3 people working on it, you can cut it down to 1 work week.
Okay. Now, what if theoretically, I over time craft a fucking sweatshop of people willing to do work for me, and I have like 10 people willing to like be paid like fucking 20 gold pieces like every couple of days to be working on this magical item that I'm like leading them in.
Yeah,
Should I
you
divide
could
the
if
work
you.
weeks by each person.
Yeah, that would so that would increase the cost though, because you are paying people to do this. If it's like regular manual labor, it would probably be between 1 to 5 gold pieces per day of crafting, and it's like a work week. Like a work week is like a typical 40-hour work week, so like 8-hour days, 5 days a week. So it'd be like, let's say if like each worker was getting paid a gold per day, it would be like 5 gold per week per worker, and so that would add to the charge. But if you want to, like I said, if you want to speed craft it, if you fail the crafting, like, you know, you guys lower the DC down and you fail that final check, you will lose all of the resources that you put into making that, and you basically get nothing. But if you succeed, you cut down the time that you would take to make this item by like 90%, which is very good.
Yeah, I'm just confused on if speed crafting is, because you mentioned getting Sneaku to help me, right? Would be dividing the time between the two of us, but that I assume that isn't speed crafting. That's just because it's two of us working on it, right?
Yeah, I'd say if just 2 of you wanted to do it, then you'd just divide the work between the 2 of you. But that would just
it doesn't scale with more people though.
Kind of. It depends on how many people are working here. Let me double check actually. Sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, because I'm just like I don't
following.
necessarily.
Yeah, so the crafting rules are specifically in a book called Xanathar's Guide to Everything. That's what I'm following for this. The speed crafting thing is something that I made up myself. So, let me see here.
Okay. I don't really have any interest in speed crafting because that fucking the loss of the item would just piss me the fuck off. But if I can like reasonably use my bardic skill to like persuade multiple people to help me out, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I can just lower the time by person utilizing my persuasion skills.
Yeah.
So if that's possible, then I would prefer to do that.
Let me see here.
You guys see that big ass sea monster in the water? What the hell?
So what?
What? Ugly as fuck.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the city's under attack. Roll initiative.
Holy shit.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that on the screen for now.
Bro.
All right,
it's about to come down.
All right, gold toss. Okay, got the details. Okay, yeah, so you can have multiple contributors to the item, and according to the rules here, there's not really a limit to it. So theoretically, yes, you could have like 10 workers working on this and cut down the time.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to know. I'll focus on that another time. I just wanted the information. In my brain. Alrighty. Well, Akira, other than that, is going to do his normal meditation.
Alrighty.
Good night.
All right. So you finish that up, and yeah, I'll say you basically have. I'll say add in your inventory that you have the formula for Necklace of Fireballs, because you basically have to like write down a recipe for how to make this thing, basically. So that might be something that's important to have. So just add that to your inventory.
Alrighty, I got it.
Yup. All right, you guys get all of your good rest. You wake up the next morning, and there is a sea monster attacking the city.
Holy shit. Let's go.
Oh shit!
God. No, but you guys wake up. It's
Equal the
probably
truth,
like
the monster.
early mid morning, probably about like 9 a.m. or so. You guys got some pretty good sleep, I would say. What would you guys like to do? It is a new day.
Well, can we take a little break real quick? Because I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure, we can take a 5-minute break real quick.
All right. Hell yeah.
Everybody go ahead and run to the bathroom, grab some water if you haven't done so, and yeah, we'll be back momentarily with a new day of adventuring.
New day in
Go.
favor.
I will also take a bathroom break, because I can. Yeah. I agree.
Hell yeah.
Alright, be right back.
Heener,
Yes.
when we finishing the motherfucking zombie shit, boy.
The zombie shit?
Yeah.
Oh. We can. Whenever you between now and I go back to work on Wednesday, so today, tomorrow, or Tuesday.
Okay, maybe I'll hit you. But how late do you stay up usually?
I usually stay up pretty late.
Okay. Like
Like
3 a.m. late?
sometimes, yeah.
Okay. I'll possibly hit you up tonight or tomorrow.
Wow, okay.
God damn. What can we do in the meantime? While we wait for these freaks.
I don't know. Are we the only ones here? Is Mimi back? Mimi is back.
Oh no, Mimi's back, but she doesn't want to talk, so she's gonna fake AFK.
You want to see some toes?
Yes!
Okay, let me send you some toes.
If it's not your toes, I don't want it.
It's Seraphina's toes. Does that count?
You got some chunky feet.
The hell? Chunky feet? That is so rude.
She got them heels, son. She got actual heels.
What the hell? Those are. What do you think feet look like?
I can send you my feet. Someone put like my face on my feet, and I'm mad.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
They hate me.
Yeah, your fans really love you, huh?
They do sometimes. Some nice feet. Like
Thank
in
you.
general, it looks good though. It looks very detailed.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go detailed, and then I ended up going detailed.
Can I get a lick?
A lick
Yeah.
of feet.
Yeah.
I guess.
Why do I have to listen to you two talk about feet while using the bathroom?
Don't worry
You're
about it.
welcome. Mimi says that they have to go.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Oh, that's, okay. Well,
Well,
if
then
we're
we'll have to head out.
if we're missing 2 players, normally we would cancel.
Mm-hmm.
So
But we're already in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I think it's better to just cancel regardless.
yeah.
Damn.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just yeah, a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Health is more important. Here, let
Dan's
me.
just gonna come back so confused.
Yeah, we'll wait till Dancho comes back. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, one of the players is having a bit of some health complications right now. I think everything's gonna be okay, but Mimi and Yami unfortunately do have to go. So I think
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay, man. You got if the health is listen, you guys' health is much more important than my silly little D&D game. We can postpone.
Yeah.
We'll just make this we got like an hour and a half. That's better than nothing, you know?
Okay.
This will just be a short episode. It happens. But yeah, you guys take care of what you need to do. We'll be okay. We'll go ahead and end the session for now. We'll wait till Dancho gets back so he's not confused. And then we'll pick this up next week. Dancho, so Mimi's having some health issues, so Mimi and Yami have to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and cancel the session. Cause, you know, health stuff. She posted in general about it.
Yeah, we're gonna head to the hospital. I need to dip out. We'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys for being
appreciate it, man.
Be safe.
Alright,
Yeah,
take
just
care.
let me
You
know
too,
with
take
you
care.
on my.
That was a good timing too.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Alright.
All right, ladies and
Well, yeah.
gentlemen, apologies for the end of the early session, but you know, health always comes first. So we'll be back next week, roughly 7 p.m. EST like normal. And yeah, we will continue these adventures next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.